Oh, I guess this thing decided to start recording. Huh. Isn't that funny how that works? Alright, so Sunday. This will be day 7, straight training. I'll probably put another 5 days in after today and then take 2 days, maybe 3 off. It just depends on what happens with the long weekend next weekend. But, you know, it should be good. Anyway, I feel good. Body feels great. What we're doing today is going in for our second leg day this week. So, last week I trained legs at a different gym last week. My last leg day, I trained legs at a different gym location. Just seeing, because they're doing so much work at the gym I'm at. I gotta sneeze. Oh shit. That I wanted to see if they were doing anything to the other gym, because it's been a little while since I've been in it, probably 4 or 5 weeks. So I went there on Wednesday and trained legs, and it was the same. They have great leg, a lot of good options for legs in there too. And that location is the only one with a belt squat too, so I wanted to get on that. So I've been on the belt squat for the same time. It's been a while, so we're going to my normal gym where I normally train, and we're gonna fire off day 2 of legs. In this leg workout though, this road, man, I know I say that every time, but it's very frustrating. In this workout, it's going to be more, there's not going to be any big movements in it. I'm not going to be squatting or leg pressing, I don't think. Normally I don't on my second leg day, and normally it's just a lot of isolation on one specific, whatever I'm focused on for legs at that particular day, and it's hamstrings, so we'll be doing lots of hamstrings and calves. Like I said, I doubt we'll do any pressing, but you just never know. Sometimes you just feel like you gotta move some shit, so maybe we will, but as of right now, it's not in the program, so it's not gonna be a lot of big weight. Well, I don't know, like everything's heavy, so it's big weight, I guess. It's just, when I mean big weight, I mean big compound movements. So I just don't think we'll be doing them today. I'll just go in and focus on those strict movements and then get the hell out of there. So yesterday's 2 days, what video did we put up the other day? Chest day on Friday. Oh, my chest is still fucking totaled from that workout. You know, we did 4 movements in it, and with my training partner there that day, and it was a little intense. Still got no feeling in my chest, still painful, feel everything, so that's good. Normally I don't get that anymore, not to this extent. That's lasting 3 days, 2 days after, so that's awesome. I like it. Hopefully it won't be too busy in there today to film. It hasn't been when I've been in there, so that's good. Also, yesterday I did a little thing on my Instagram, basically about weight. So for my online clients, I make them check in Monday mornings, and they gotta send me their numbers Monday morning. first thing in the morning. But there's always two or three people, the same two or three people, that just don't do it. They either don't do it at all, which normally means they never followed the program, or they send it in 1 or 2 in the afternoon, which is not good, because what happens is your weight is much higher in the afternoon. So, there's always a rhyme or reason what your trainer is asking for. So if you think you can just do it willy-nilly whenever, it does make a huge difference. And that's what I proved on my IG yesterday. I weighed myself in the morning, and I was 230 point whatever. And then I weighed myself around 1, and I was 236, almost 237. So, I mean, what does that tell you? So you sending me your weight that's 7 pounds higher than, or 5 pounds higher, whatever your case may be, higher, period, than what it should be. How do you lose weight when you've got a 5 pound, an extra 5 pounds on there, and I'm counting for in your calories? It's tough. So my point behind all this is there's a rhyme or reason for what your trainer or your online coach or whoever the hell it is doing. It's not that they just want to be like, get them in and, there's a reason for everything. So same for training, same for food. There's a reason for everything. So if you're serious about your plan and you're serious about your results and your goals, then you'll do what your trainer wants and asks for, so they can keep helping you to get where you want. Consistency is key when it comes to this sort of thing. We need the numbers. We need to know what's going on accurately, and without that, it doesn't work as well or at all. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We had a conversation, and this is something that's not an ongoing debate. It's just pretty much proven now. I think I've done enough work with people and work with it about macros and calories in, calories out, which is better. And talking with people that don't really understand it, in my opinion, or understand what a macro is or what the point is behind it. You can't have those types of people on a macro focused plan and giving them leeway to eat what they want to eat. It just doesn't work, because people will find the weirdest way to get food in, following their macros, shit food that is, where the calories are up, and they're always short on protein, and that's what normally gets left out, is the protein. So I think personally calories in, calories out works the best. I've had the best results with it, with my clientele, fast results with anybody I put on it, and it's followed. And when I'm talking with people that follow a macro plan, there's results, but what you get following a calories in, calories out plan compared to a macro plan is double the difference at least. So that's just some of the ongoing questions and debates we have when it comes to food, which is better, which is just, and I mean, you can lose weight definitely following a macro plan. It's just you need to have a better understanding of it before you can just have a client that has no clue how to eat properly follow something like that, because I've seen it firsthand that they're just like, well, I'm gonna I need 100 grams of protein, 40 grams of fat, and whatever, and it's all about fats and carbs, and then it's just bad. So all right, we're almost there. Probably gonna shut this off now. can get ready. Next thing you know, you'll see some. They did 2 before that last one. Feeders. So that's what you see. Wait for it. See if I can read into this motherfucker. Oh, pretty good. Shit, that's the whole stuff. Machine to get in and out of the world. This is busy. So, like I was saying earlier when I was driving here, that the gym keeps getting new equipment, so this is brand new. Haven't used it yet. It's the new Panatta hamstring curl. Looks sweet. Most of the Panatta super amazing. Just the design's phenomenal. So we'll give her a shout. A shout? Give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. Very hard, very heavy. I was like 90 pounds for 11, basically. Normally I do like 150, 160, so another heavy machine right there. But it's good, smooth. I like it. Huh, well, that was part 2 of leg day. No big movements in there, compound movements, all just isolation stuff, like I said. Nothing major, but always to failure. That's just how I train my legs. I do when I'm doing that type of split, or I'm doing legs twice a week. You know, I do the big movements on Wednesday and then go in on the weekend sometime and do more little movements. And you know, let's go back for a sec. When I'm working out on Wednesdays or whatever, my first leg day of the week, there's still little movements in there. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm doing, let's say, a press or a squat of some sort, like a hack squat, pendulum squat, hip presses, belt squats. I mean, the list goes on. That shit all gets done on Wednesdays with specific isolation movements surrounding it. Part 2, which is today, is just specific isolation movements. No big compound movements, which, again, saying that, sometimes I do, but maybe 1 out of every 5. And today wasn't one of them. So we started with the seated hamstring curl. I did 2 warm-up sets, a couple of feeder sets, and then I believe I did 1 or 2 working sets with it. So I did a lot on that one. Then I went to that seated calf machine. I don't know how you explain it. It's a different angle. It's a seated calf, but it's hard to explain. Well, I did that. I did 4 sets on there. A couple feeders, and a couple working sets. You know, I don't think I did any back-offs today, come to think of it. I didn't. And then I went and did some adductors. Probably 2 feeder sets and 2 working sets. Basically stacked it right out. And then I went and did another seated calf, the normal seated calf. And you noticed on there I only had a 1.5 plate on per side. I don't go extremely heavy on my calves. My calves don't fucking want to grow ever. It's just how it works. Like, they grow, but I mean, not to where I want them to be. And I found that cutting back on the weight and adding more reps, volume to it, seems to work better for them. I've definitely got more definition and thickness in them. Doing less weight, higher volume. This light is green. What the fuck are we doing? And then after that, did I go right to laying hamstring on that? I believe that was the last movement. Was that flat bench hamstring curl machine by Panada, which was the first time I used it, and holy shit was it heavy. Like I said, I did 88, 90 pounds on it. I normally do, like I said, 150 to more on any other machine. So it is a cow, that one. I liked it. It felt damn good. Those Panadas, man, they're comfortable machines. Like, it's hard to explain, but once you're on them, they're a whole new breed. But they are made in Italy, I believe, so they do put a lot of work into their shit and specific look and all that jazz. So maybe that's the difference. But they're smooth machines. I mean, there's always great machines. It's just specific to you, pretty much. You can have one shitty seated hamstring machine that you don't like, and then you can have a great one or 2 or 3 that you love. And you know, they're all not every machine's set out for every individual. That's for damn sure. So, you know, I might like a Panada. Let's just put it this way. There's an old, was it Life Fitness machine in there. I think that was what I did the seated hamstring with. I started with. I will take that over that brand new Panada seated hamstring that was there. I never touched it. I tried it once. It's the most awkward fucking machine for me, so I won't go back to it. You gotta go with what works. And I mean, some of the old school machines like Nautilus, Atlantis, shit, what else? Hammer strength's all shit to me, but whatever. The list goes on. Some of that old stuff is better. Like, it's funny how advanced that equipment was back in the 80s and 70s, because it feels better than some of the brand new shit that's out nowadays, and just cooler. Like, just you gotta try a variety of these things to understand what I'm talking about. So it's pretty interesting to me. So, and I'm lucky that I have that option that I can flip flop between types of machines to benefit what I'm doing. So it's nice to have that option. So yeah, basically that was leg day part 2, all hamstring focused stuff, and that's kind of how it goes on my second leg day of the week. So just thought we'd put that down, and something to think about when you're doing legs. I think everybody has weak parts that need to be worked on more, and when you do that and you focus on that, things change. So keep that in mind when you're training.